Hello, lovely people, and welcome to Laurel and Artistry. Today, I'm drawing an elf, but this time, shockingly enough, it's not from Tolkien. I've been watching the anime Frieren lately, and it's been quite a fun and wholesome show, so I thought that would make an enjoyable drawing. Frieren is an ancient and powerful elven mage, who tends to be a bit lazy, detached, and indifferent, because she experiences life and the passage of time so differently from the mortal characters surrounding her. She also has a really cute style. Her main outfit, which is what I'm drawing her in here, is something I would most definitely wear, particularly as a big fan of capes. I might even make that a sewing project of mine sometime in the future, who knows? Her hair is quite long, and she tends to keep it in 2 ponytails. And she's got a fancy staff. There we go, I've finished sketching her. And I'm going to draw her in a sort of stained glass style, dividing her up into a bunch of little shapes. I guess what the story essentially seems to be about is someone who has never had to consider what it means to make the most of her own life, having all the time in the world. Now, learning to make the most of the time that she has with others. Learning to appreciate the seemingly mundane, everyday things in her life as they are experienced through the wonder of young human eyes. And learning to get to know and understand people on a deeper and more personal level. Well, now it's time to color our elf. She wears a white dress and cape and has silvery white hair. And her clothing has a golden trim with a few black accents, and brown boots, and a red and gold staff. Then I color in all the shapes with different shades in order to give her more depth. Airbrush some subtle shading onto her face. And now we'll add a thicker outline. Now we've got Frieren done, time to draw a few more characters. Himmel, known as Himmel the Hero, is a man who had asked Frieren to join his quest to slay the evil demon king. He was a genuinely great man, who was honorable and heroic and kind, adored by everyone around him. He loved and admired Frieren, and his impact on her life really helped her to start seeing beyond herself. Unfortunately, she didn't start to recognize any of it until he was gone. And then there's Fern, the talented and slightly moody girl that Frieren takes on as her apprentice. With Fern, she is able to put into practice those things she wishes she had with Himmel whilst he was alive. She's not perfect, she's not always the most attentive and discerning of Fern's interests and needs and feelings, but she tries her best to get to know the girl, and the effort to grow and take more of an interest in others makes her admirable. Now on to the coloring. Himmel has light blue hair, it's an anime, and a blue coat, so blue is sort of his color. And we'll play into that by kind of coloring all of him with a bit of a blue tint. And on the other side with Fern, we're going to give everything a bit of a purple hue to match her hair and eyes. I'm might have made her eyes a bit bigger than they should be, but oh well. Now to bring Frieren back and work some more on the background. Over on Himmel's side, I'm going to draw the group who went with him to defeat the evil king. Of course, there's Frieren, Hyder, the priest who asked Frieren to make Fern her apprentice and look after her when he was gone, Eisen, the dwarf, and then Himmel the hero leading the way. And now to color them in. Over on Fern's side, we have Frieren's new party. There's Sign, the priest, who's not in the show for very long, Fern, Stark, who was trained by Eisen, and now it's Frieren leading the group. And now to color those in. I add a pattern behind Frieren to play into the stained glass look and help her stand out from the background more. Adjust the positioning of some things, and add a border. Darken the background, smooth out that line between the blue and the purple, add on our last minute details, and now we've got our finished piece. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me again next time. I'm sorry my videos haven't been able to be as consistent lately, but I'm still trying to upload them weekly if possible. In the meantime, remember to give the people you love some head pats. Ciao!